Hi, my name is Kristen Thompson, and I'm excited to share with you Salsa Prerogative, a true, authentic Southwest salsa that caters to salsa connoisseurs with an added benefit: the ability for the customer to customize their salsa to their desired flavors. It all started over 20 years ago when I lived in Phoenix, Arizona. I grew up in Michigan, loved Mexican food such as enchiladas, burritos, and of course, chips and salsa. I learned immediately that my Michigan knowledge of Mexican food was anything but true and authentic Southwest flavors, especially when it came to the salsa. A friend of mine whose family came to the US from Mexico actually taught me some basics without giving away her actual recipe. In fact, it's actually funny after all these years, I still am unable to replicate her salsa. Salsa to them was like spaghetti sauce to Italians, a guarded family secret, and each one of them is different. Over the years, I have perfected my own recipe based on those tips I received from her. My friends and family love my salsa. I can never make enough of it. It is requested at potlucks, parties, whenever the mood strikes, for friends, family, coworkers, whatever. Then the asks started to become special requests. Some preferred extra garlic, wanted habanero peppers instead of jalapenos, and my mother, God love her, would always request sweet peppers to be added instead of the normal jalapeno, as she liked her salsa a little sweeter. One day it got me thinking, I wonder if customizing salsa is even a thing. Turns out it's not. What you see is what you get. So my research started. Salsa has become a staple condiment, even surpassing ketchup. Homemade or restaurant style is favored by most, but people do not have the time to make it. And quite frankly, there is a little science involved in actually perfecting the salsa. Most people buy store bought for its convenience, but also state that most are too tomatoey, too spicy, too bland, or just taste too processed. Surprisingly, the homemade salsa industry is not big enough to gather enough data, so I had to use information from the store-bought salsa market. Since this business would be my lifestyle business, I am focusing on a very small general area. Right now, 218 million people buy store-bought salsa in the US. 6.3 million of those same people live in Florida. The region I'm aiming for is roughly 1.4 million in 4 counties in Florida, which does not even include our tourist industry, which during season is February through April. My solution to the problem and cater to the market I'm focused on is a homemade basic mild salsa that also has pre-measured options or add-ons to make it unique to the customer. Some of those options would include different types of onions, peppers, extra cilantro, extra garlic, and of course the heat levels: mild, medium, hot, super hot, however the customer wants it. The basic salsa will always be the main actor, but allowing customers to actually enhance their salsa is a game changer as it would elevate the salsa experience, and after all, it is their salsa prerogative. My revenue model is transactional, as I am providing a product for the customer to buy. Prices would range depending on size, but would start at about $6.99 for an 8 ounce. I plan on starting at farmers markets. There are many in Southwest Florida due to year-long great weather and excellent foot traffic. These markets bring in the locals, and there is excellent word-of-mouth advertising if a product is good. If the business gained momentum, which I believe it will, I would expand into a mobile food cart to expand my customer base. Although I'm the founder of the business, my husband would be my counterpart on this great adventure. He was previously a business owner, has extensive sales and HR experience, and has a degree in accounting. My experience is that I have degrees in IT and visual communication. I'm a Six Sigma black belt, and after all, I am the brains behind the salsa. We both have excellent customer skills, and combining both of our talents together, I think we would be a great team. For validation purposes, I interviewed over 100 friends, family, strangers, patrons at the farmers markets, and patrons of the grocery store to understand what their favorite salsa is and if they have a flavor preference. I also asked them how much they would spend on homemade salsa And why do they buy store-bought when really you can make it yourself? There is a high interest regarding the option to create your own, and people will pay more if it is to their liking. Most people buy store-bought for the convenience and having something quick for a gathering, but actually prefer the homemade to mass-produced salsa in a jar. I think the business model I built is feasible due to the relatively low risk requirements and focusing on small platforms such as farmers markets to start. I am asking for $25,000 to get this business off the ground. The amount will cover the basics, such as technology for the point of sale, such as the Square terminal and software to help manage my business. Of course, there's always business licenses and legal fees, and the equipment like a canopy tent and coolers when we are actually participating in the farmers markets. Packaging for the salsa, signage, and hopefully future state a mobile food cart. I know my salsa is good. I've been told for years it never gets old. I would like to bring this delicious condiment to others and expand from the friends and family circle I currently have and actually have Southwest Florida experience the same thing that brings happiness to others. Thank you and have a great day.